Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 4. Level 53, nearly level 54, and working our way through the various different nightmare dungeons. We're probably going to continue doing much the same this time. I've gone ahead and made us a whole bunch of strong Iron Barb elixirs. We're not going to use them until we've used up the weak ones. Big difference being significantly more thorns, significantly more armor. So they're going to be pretty handy, I'd say. The Helltide isn't due for another hour, so we're not going to be able to do that. So it is just on those dungeons right now. We could also go and potentially like grind out some more of the blood harvest, but I think working on our sigils is going to be the best use of our time. So we'll clog one of these. Let's try the tier 5 and see how we do with this. It might be a bit sketchy, so I reserve the right to run away if it looks like it's not going to go how we want. But fingers crossed, being so close to level 54, we're going to be able to gain a level in a second anyway. And then we're only a teeny bit beyond the range of what we were doing at that point. So, who's in here? There's some guys. Take the marksman out. And, oh, hey Kobold, you're going to come and help out, mate. This is a really convenient time for you to be just walking across my lap. And you're not even staying. Oh, just for the distraction. That's what we're doing. All right. So we need to find the keepers. I guess you'd call them dungeon keepers, and get them slain. 3 of them to find in this area. Yeah, I'd say we're still stonkingly powerful enough that this isn't that much of a concern. Obviously, we're watching our health. Because we don't want to get caught with our pants down. Very different meaning in British English compared with American English, that.
I need more fury.
But as far as the affixes for the dungeon go, the volcanic isn't that much of a problem as long as I pay attention. Yeah, it'd be nice to have like a readout of how long our berserk is going to last for. I know I've said that previously, but it's not obvious when the benefit's going to be there, because it does significantly increase our character's strength and pointiness. It would be good to be able to see still. What I should probably do is see what our percentages are for increased berserking duration, and then I'll be able to do like some paper napkin math calculations. Yeah, get you stabbed in the back. Right, let's go up this way. We're kind of doing a left wall hug as we go around. Ooh, that was getting a little painful quite quickly in there. So we're constantly popping healing potions, but we're constantly getting healing potions as well. And our hemomancy is healing us up as we damage enemy mobs. So I think we've got a good balance. There is level 54. We'll put that point in just a moment. Okay, let's do it now. So it's just extra strength. We're pushing round to start moving up towards that next socket point. One of the keepers is in this area. Lionel, Renegade Keeper. And he's... I was going to say he's almost dead from the Thorns damage already, but... it was premature because he was dead, in fact. Let's get the Knight Penitent bleeding to death, and then we'll ignore him as we go hunting for the next keeper. That is a lot of souls that we secured. I'm just going to say, this dungeon isn't laid out particularly well. Like, whoever designed this place probably didn't know what they were doing. I really love the Thorns. The Thorns is working so well for me. It's exactly what I wanted to be doing this season. A defaced shrine cap. Alright, we'll find somewhere to put that. There goes the guy with the damage resistance aura. Still got 2 keepers to find. I honestly thought that there would be one down this end here. Okay, got him killed. Let's not stand in the way of other bits there. Gonna grab my items though. And that money, 600 gold is enough to not just leave it lying around. There's the shrine base. Oh, wait, mate. Stop that. Lethal shrine. Can definitely work with it. The Hemomancy can crit. Oh my word. If the Hemomancy can crit, that means the Hemomancy can overpower. If the Hemomancy can overpower, that means that there's a really fun,
I'm low on fury.
high life, high overpower Hemomancy build to be had. Oh, no, let's not stand right in the middle while he blows up. I'm all for a little bit of toastiness, but that's a bit rich for my blood. Let's grab you.
I'm not ready yet.
Knight Penitent gone. Where is this last keeper? He's got to be around here somewhere. It's been a while since we've stunned people in a group around us. There he is. Just over the other side. Oh, and he's got a little suppressor aura. It's kind of cute. There he goes. We'll take the treasure room key. And follow this back round to the now openable door. We actually got knocked over there. That could be pretty darn dangerous. Okay. Put the point in. 1, 2, 3, 4 more of them and we'll get the revel. actually, we need to be going this way. And then a little bit after that, we get the socket point. Follow me! Now we need to defeat the outlaw sharpshooter. It would be nice to, like, know precisely where he is at all times.
I need more fury.
But I think, there we go. Just to hit, with his attacks, he's probably going to do enough. Hey, and we got a region reward for Kyrgyzstan. Let's claim that. Okay, we're going to keep putting our points into revenge. Keep pushing that up. We did get a couple of other things. Which ones would be new? Don't recognize them. Let's check from here. Okay, Marshall. There we go. 25% bonus to all magic nodes and shouts make shouts faster, which is not bad. It's not bad. So XP gets allocated to revenge. The axe that we got, not particularly interesting. Let's head back, salvage our stuff, come into the next one. But we can certainly run 5s. We could probably run 7s. So I think we'll up things to 7, and that'll allow us to progress our glyphs that much faster, and also get us that much more XP as we go. Might be worth us considering death evasion elixirs as well at some point, but
I can break that down.
I'm not worried yet. But it's something that I'm considering. Okay, so that was a tier 5. The tier 3 can go. Let's use the tier 6. And go to the Broken Bulwark. Now we can only get XP for stuff that's 6 levels higher than us anyway. So anything that's above level 60 isn't really going to be giving us much more benefit at this point. So these guys, they're perfect.
I'm low on fury.
We would get the benefit of extra XP for our sigils at the end, though. And potentially better drops, but it would be more dangerous is the kicker. So I think this is the sweet spot for now. Little chuggies there. Obviously not keen when it slows down like that. And that blood thing is gonna explode at some point, so I hope it's not gonna hit us all the way over here. Make sure the blood blister goes.
You've done the work of angels. The great hall looks magnificent. But I must pass.
Okay, so we're looking specifically for through the slain knights for the key.
Banners taken down, restitched in gold.
Let's do it as a left wall hug.
Wants to give us a proper coming of age. The ceremony fit for kings.
Right, there's a
And
blood
all
blister.
you work to the bone, today
Got a slain knight right here.
the feast we'll have when the hunt is done. Now, steward.
And there's another nightmare sigil. But once we're done within here. Hey! We've already got the key. Oh my god, this is gonna hurt. Ooh! didn't actually do as much as I thought it would. But we definitely don't want to leave those blood blisters to do their thing. Okay, well, having the keep key, we can just push straight through as soon as we get it. We do get good experience for the mobs, but there'll always be more mobs. Just grind him up. Get some iron chunks. Right, where are we going? Through the door. There's some emerald fragments. I should probably check to see when we can make the next gem. It might be level 55.
I'm out of fury.
That's right, we can get a little bit of fury there. Into the desecrated Great Hall we go. One big door, one small door. I mean, you think, like, once you get through the big door, where are you going to go if there's just that tiny door afterwards? Is that just, like, where you park your giants? They're very impressive, of course, but just not hugely practical if you're going to tie people to being locked in certain areas. Okay, blood blister, you can go. There we go. Let's keep moving through. I love the hemomancy, I really do. Where is that blister going? I thought it went somewhere over here. Right, we need to kill animus carriers. We'll do it as a right wall hug for a change. We have another paragon point to put in, but I'll just wait until we've cleared these things out. There we go. In the dexterity it goes, and there is our first animus carrier over this way. We'll back away from him while he explodes. And push on for the next one. So that's where we're going to be going, but I suspect there's going to be some mobs over the other side, so we're going to have some backtracking in this this run. Blood blister gone. Oh yeah, there's a carrier. No, big laggy juggies. Oh, we got quite lucky on that. I'd like to think that the game wouldn't. Bloodseekers are hunting me? Ooh. I was not expecting that in this area. Yeah. Okay, let's be careful. Sacred chest armor. Oh my god, that's so many cool things. Alright, we're gonna have to check them out afterwards. Yeah, I think that's like the butcher can appear. I think that's the level of intrigue that was. Yeah, we're definitely having some latency issues. I think we're probably survivable enough that it's not going to be that much of a problem, but I do hope that it doesn't come back to bite me saying that. Most of the time it seems to be fine.
I'm not ready yet.
Focus on you. Make sure the blister goes. Grab the items. And there is another of the Animus carriers. Nice group collecting themselves over here. This is not great.
I'm low on fury.
The game is definitely doing its best to catch up. But yeah, we have an inability to pick up items. I think from the looks of it, especially when you're solo, it winds it back to the point that both the client and the server can agree on, which is good. It would be nice if it was client side when you're by yourself like this. Right, we're gonna have to go down here, I think, to find the final. Come on, open the door. I don't want to have to go round the whole way. Game. Alright, we've actually been disconnected. Not good. Let's see if it can reconnect successfully or if it's just having a lot of issues. Oh no, that was a proper crash. Okay. Okay. It took a bit longer than I expected to get back in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our equipment that we've got and then we'll head back into another dungeon. Now, the disadvantage is it means... Oh, actually, we can run a tier 7 or a tier 6. We didn't get to finish that dungeon, and so we're losing a little bit on... Ooh! Death Mace of Burning Rage. While berserking, you deal fire damage every second to surrounding enemies. Is Burning Rage one of my planned items? Let me just pull up my list of bits. Where did I put it? There we go. Burning Rage wasn't specifically on this list, but I do like it. I do like it. We could maybe do it instead of the Bold Chieftains aspect, which would be on one of our rings. Okay. So, Conceited is supposed to be on one of our dual-wield weapons. So this... Where is it? This we could just directly swap out. Okay, our current lucky hit, execute, and 10% damage to stunned enemies isn't actually that amazing. Let's swap this in. It's not a perfect roll, but it's pretty good. And basic skills gain 28% attack speed wasn't on our list of things we wanted anyway at the end game. 40% increased damage while we have a barrier. That's nice. It's slap bang in the middle of the rolls, so it's equivalent to 20%. Do we have... We've got 22% already, so it's not interesting for us. That can get salvaged. This can get salvaged. I mean, I love the 11.8% chance to execute, but it's not that good for us. That can go. Conceptually, that's pretty nice, but no. And that can go. All right. We know what we're going to salvage up, and it's everything. We also got some blood during that, so let's keep putting up jagged spikes. Geez, I don't like any of these. Metamorphosis, I guess. Prey on the weak. Got a couple more that we can do. Blood boil. And hemomancy. I really want to get hemomancy up one more. What a shame. What a shame. Okay.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails.
All items under the hammer.
Better than starting from nothing.
And some of these are really, really nice, but I want to get a proper pole arm. The rolls on this are not amazing, but I'm most interested in the fire damage AoE because it's all additional. Right, we were running tier 6. We could run a tier 7. I think that'll be fine. Let's head to the Steadfast Barracks. And if this works, tier 7 is going to be our new go-to. Hello, people. Anyone in here? There's some people. So these are level 61. We're going to be level 55 in a bit. We're not quite there yet. But it's not bad. Like we can cope with this. I'm not sure if I'm really seeing that fire damage going off. I am a little bit. Let's go full on berserk. Yeah, he's going to explode. Let's keep away. See, having that little explosion around our feet, that's actually allowing me to see when we're still berserking. That's really handy for us. Gonna get you guys all hit up. We'll drink and we'll put our point in. 2 more and we get Revel, extra damage to bleeding enemies. Definitely don't want to be on that lightning. So there's a lot of nasty stuff going on in this place. It's definitely harder than the previous ones we've run, but It's manageable, and we're getting a good grip of XP for this.
I'm not ready yet.
I want to focus on you for a little bit. Try and get you killed. Anyone else down here? We've got a couple of small guys. That was cool. We actually gained berserking from just attacking. I don't think I've seen that happen yet. At least not in a way that I've been able to identify and say, oh yeah. Yeah, it must be due to the critical hits with our whirlwind. Which is good. So that's really great knowledge for me. Because that shows me that I can just focus entirely on whirling if I can get my fury level high enough, and
I need more fury.
it's gonna be fine for what I'm trying to do. Because while we're berserking, we've got the extra thorns. Come back, mate. Doesn't happen often, but can definitely happen. Okay, still got 2 blood obelisks to find. The blood harvest just moved to a new place. We weren't going after it anyway, but it's good to know that it's moved on. It's a lot of poison damage they're putting out. Now, our resistance is not like super hyped because I've not checked and balanced them. But they're not going to be terrible either. Bloodletter glyph, that sounds like my kind of thing. Oh, sorry, blood feeder, not bloodletter. Okay, let's have a little look at this. Ignore distant damage while we've got a barrier, maybe. It's not on the list, it's not getting in. Being able to force activate berserking is really good for us. Like now that I can see when it's active or not with that indicator on the ground. Let's spin around this. I don't think it benefits from the damage reduction. You are my target. There we go. Okay, we can travel through to the Ravenous Hall. Just check for any last bits. Yeah, it's just along the end. Follow me if you want to die. I'm happy to give each of them the attention they deserve, which may just be like stand near me and you'll get hit by thorns accidentally. Okay, we can move on. This really does feel like it's working well together. Although there is a lot of pain going on in here. Woo! Mate, you need to chill. And I really need there to be a lot less bits of lightning, right? Let's fight in a more open area. Because the problem was the combination really in there. It wasn't him by himself. It wasn't his friend by himself. It was both of them in a close-knit area. Still, we got lots of rewards for that, so almost certainly worth it. Let's put this point in. Extra damage to bleeding enemies. And we'll check our goodies at the very end. Channeling a shrine. Oh no, we gotta fight for it.
More fury.
Some sacred gloves. Oh my god, these are big guys. Presses and succubi. We've almost got enough in terms of the actual waves. So now it's just about the extra experience that we can put out before we run out of time on this. Okay, now we can use the shrine. Which means it's pretty much going to waste, which is a bit of a shame. But let's move on through. What are we doing here? Finding Zorium and getting them killed. There we go. Big bits of thorns. Sure, I'll help you out. At level 55, we are going to want to check if we can upgrade our gems back in town. Things like that.
I'm out of fury.
They might not all make it through this. Yeah, you might not. I wouldn't count your chickens. Especially not if you keep running away. Right, let's focus on the one that's empowering them. I mean, overall, the majority of them survived.
But I hope it helps.
We are full of stuff. Right, let's grab that glyph. And we're going to head back to town quickly. But not before putting that in. I suspect most of this stuff is just going to get salvaged. But we'll have a look, nevertheless. After swapping weapons, gain Fortify. We already saw that. Swapping weapons 8 times next skill overpower is alright, but no, not for us. So actually, what's it got on it? Bleeding enemy damage, damage while berserking. Both cool, but not big enough rolls to make it worthwhile. Yeah, everything just under the hammer. Let's get back in and finish this off. Little bit of explodey damage. That's all we're putting out. Teeny bits of explodey fire damage. And actually, now that we're level 55, we're getting the perfect amount of XP from these mobs. So a tier 7 is really where we want to be. Or tier 8 if we want to challenge ourselves a little bit. The berserking damage that comes out from that really isn't much, but it's a little bit of damage that we weren't getting otherwise, and it's AoE, so I feel like it's probably worthwhile. Come on, let me get in here with this guy. There's the Sanctum key. Of course, we don't know where the Sanctum is, but I'm sure it's going to be around here somewhere. It's probably over on the left-hand side. We'll look up through this way first. Ah, there it is. Found it without too much hassle.
I don't have enough fury.
Woo! Let's use the healing well. Hey, the healing well didn't actually heal all of our troubles. Mother's Judgment. Trying to keep alternating between the combat flay and a bit of whirling. That hurt a bit more than I wanted it to. Where did you go? You went down here. Hopefully we can just finish her off. There we go. Two-handed axe. And we got another glyph. Another glyph for Brawl. Let's have a look at that. So, Blood Feeder. Increased damage to bleeding targets. Increased critical chance against bleeding targets. Not bad. And that is... Paragon nodes gain 11% bonus to their physical damage. Yep. And brawling skills do increase damage. And this final one... Increased damage while wielding a sword. That's the seething one. So there's still a few that we haven't picked up. That increases bleeding chance. That's specifically for polearm usage. Increased damage while berserking. Extra damage while wielding two-handed weapons. That's probably pretty good. Your earthquake steel increased damage. That's a stonking one. That's Dust Devil's one. Yeah, so there's not really much specifically for Thorns, but we'll keep putting into Revenge for now. That takes it to rank 4 and a bit. So we've definitely hit the point where it takes us a little bit longer to run through those dungeons. What's this? Gain increased... Oh, right, that's the one that cycles through the damage types. 42% increased damage is pretty significant, but it would require sacrificing one of our two... Oh my god, we've got both of them. That's a better roll. That's a better roll, and... No, we'll keep our whirlwind for the moment. Let's just salvage up what we have. Although I will check its stats. So that's decent damage over time. I like it. Damage to stunned enemies. We're not really stunning enemies. Damage to bleeding enemies is nice, but we would lose damage to close enemies, which I'm not really willing to lose. So everything under the hammer for now. We've got 182 ovals, so we could try and gamble for some boots. Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's...
Now, Leah, there's something out there killing us and no one...
Let's quickly check. So we can't do anything of a higher level yet. So probably level 60 is when we can do that. So in here, Purveyor of Curiosities. Give me all the boots. Wow, that was so not worth it. So not worth it. Okay, well, with just a few minutes left, let's head across. Oh yeah, the Helltide has ridden. I said do a little bit of blood harvesting. See if we can just push ourselves up to the next Paragon point. We could summon the council. I'm not going to do it now, but like we've got enough that we could summon the council.
I'm low on...
At least now we're the right level for fighting all these mobs. You know what? Let's summon a couple of blood seekers, because we'll get those lures back quickly enough. All right, that's one of them gone. And that's the second one gone. For that, that's a lot of favors for something that's really quick and easy to do. And we've got a couple of keys as well, so we'll just saunter around more of these Seeker's caches. Ooh, Sacred Boots. Maybe we'll get lucky with those boots. There is the Paragon point I wanted. Okay. So our point's going to go in pushing up this way. Damage to bleeding enemies. We hit the glyph socket, and then we come across and we go for damage reduction from bleeding enemies, just to give us a little bit more survivability. The boots of disappointment. That's what they are. And also legendary two-handed axe. So we're hoping for the boots that will give us the whirlwind grasp, pulling stuff in. That's why I keep trying for it. Now I'm assuming that it's actually available this season, but it might not be for all I know. But we'll keep trying. These are all just going to go under the hammer for now, and yeah, that is what it is. Next time, that's a tier 3, that's a tier 7. Next time we're going to pick up with our tier 7. I'm just going to salvage up everything else before that. And that is where we're going to finish things for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed it. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 4. See you soon.